Hello everyone, welcome to our new program which is MCQs for UPAPO 2025. So let's begin with today's episode now. Question number 1. On which date did the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita 2023 came into force in India? Option A, 16th March 1984. Option B, 30th January 1990. Option C, 25th December 2023. And option D, 1st July 2024. The correct answer is option D. BNSS received presidential assent on 25th December 2023 and came into force on 1st July 2024, repealing CRPC 1973. So the correct answer is option D. Question number 2. Section 318 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023 corresponds to which section of the Indian Penal Code 1860? Option A, Section 415. Option B, Section 406. Option C, Section 420. And option D, Section 499. The correct answer is option C. Cheating under the IPC 1860 was dealt under Section 420. In the BNS 2023, this has been reconstructed and codified under Section 318. Both deal with deception, fraudulent inducement, and causing wrongful gain or loss. So the correct answer is option C. Question number 3. Which of the following statements correctly explains Article 141 of the Constitution of India? Option A. It empowers the Supreme Court to issue directions to the High Courts. Option B. It makes the law declared by the Supreme Court binding on all courts within India. Option C. It allows High Courts to modify Supreme Court decisions in exceptional circumstances. And option D, it deals with the powers of the Supreme Court to review its own judgments. The correct answer is option B. Article 141 provides the law declared by the Supreme Court shall be binding on all courts within the territory of India. This establishes the doctrine to stare decisis, ensuring uniformity and consistency in the interpretation of laws. High courts and subordinate courts are constitutionally bound to follow Supreme Court precedents. So the correct answer is option B. Question number 4. Article 136 of the Constitution empowers the Supreme Court to option A. Grant special leave to appeal from any judgment or order of any court or tribunal in India. Option B. Review the constitutionality of parliamentary laws only. Option C. Issue writs for enforcement of fundamental rights. And option D. Exercise advisory jurisdiction on matters referred by the President. The correct answer is option A. Article 136 provides the Supreme Court with special leave jurisdiction, allowing it to grant special leave to appeal against any judgment, decree, or order from any court or tribunal in India. This discretionary power serves as a residuary appellate jurisdiction, ensuring justice in exceptional cases. So the correct answer is option A. Question number 5. Which of the following correctly describes the offence under Section 299 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023? Option A. Publishing false information likely to create public fear. Option B. Committing deliberate and malicious acts intended to outrage the religious feelings of any class of citizens. Option C. Engaging in unlawful assembly for political purposes. And option D. Circulating rumors about military operations. The correct answer is option B. Section 299 of BNS penalizes deliberate and malicious insults to religion or religious beliefs of any class of citizens of India, made through words, signs, visible representations, or electronic means with intent to outrage religious feelings. The punishment prescribed is imprisonment up to 3 years or fine or both. So the correct answer is option B. Question number 6. Under which section of the Bharatiya Sakshi Adhiniyam 2023 is the concept of test identification parade now covered, which was earlier dealt with under Section 9 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872? Option A, Section 5. Option B, Section 6. Option C, Section 7. And option D, Section 8. The correct answer is option C. Section 9 of the Indian Evidence Act 1872 dealt with facts necessary to explain or introduce relevant facts under which the concept of test identification parade was recognized. In Bharatiya Sakshi Adhiniyam 2023, this provision has been reconstructed under Section 7, which continues to deal with similar subject matter. So the correct answer is option C. Question number 7. When did the Police Act of 1861 came into force? Option A, January 1, 1861. Option B, March 22, 1861. Option C, April 15, 1861. And option D, June 30, 1861. The correct answer is option B. The Police Act of 1861 was enacted by the Imperial Legislative Council to reconstruct and strengthen the police system in India. Formally came into force on March 22, 1861, marking the beginning of a centralized and organized policing framework aimed at improving crime prevention and investigation. So the correct answer is option B. Question number 8. Who among the following was the founder of the Indian Association of Calcutta, also known as the Indian National Association, in 1876? Option A, Raj Narayan Basu. Option B, Surendranath Banerjee. Option C, Naba Gopal Mitra. And option D, Krishna Kumar Mitra. The correct answer is option B. The Indian Association of Calcutta, founded in 1876 by Surendranath Banerjee along with Ananda Mohan Bose, was a pioneering political organization that aimed at creating nationwide political consciousness. So the correct answer is option B. Question number 9. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are separated by which of the following? Option A, 9-degree channel. Option B, 10-degree channel. Option C, 11-degree channel. And option D, 8-degree channel. The correct answer is option B. The Andaman group lies to the north and Nicobar group to the south. They are divided by 10-degree channel, a stretch of sea running near 10-degree north latitude. This channel distinctly separates the two major island groups of the Bay of Bengal. So the correct answer is option B. It's the time for practice question. A deficiency of which vitamin leads to scurvy, a disease marked by fatigue, bleeding gums, and poor wound healing? Option A, vitamin A. Option B, vitamin B12. Option C, vitamin C. And option D, vitamin D. Pin down your answers in the comment section below.